I got early access to NBA 2K26 and I got y'all with a full gameplay breakdown. In today's video, I'm going to be going over everything, including how fast and shifty dribbling is, the new shooting features like rhythm shooting and the new no dip feature. I'm also going to be showing off the new dunk meter, contact dunks, and layups. And of course, you can't forget defense. And guys, I'm going to be giving my full honest opinion on 2K26 for the gameplay. I'm going to point out things that I really like, point out things that I don't like. So if you guys could do me a favor, leave a like, subscribe, and let's get right into it. All right, so we're going to be starting off with playmaking, more specifically dribbling and the game speed and quick first step animations. As you guys can see right there, look at Kyrie with a nice quick first step animation, you know, around a screen, nice little scoop layup. It's looking pretty good. We got Trae Young with the rock as well. Look at that quick first step animation, way faster than 2K25. Mike Wang was not capping about that, okay? He was saying it's 10% faster, and honestly, I think it's like more than 10% faster, but take a look at that one with John Morant stopping on a dime, actually getting a quick first step animation, bro. It's beautiful. The fact that this is in the game, this is all we wanted. And listen, it's not only held to little guards because tall players can do it as well. Look at Cooper Flag. I'm literally just hezzy. I'm doing a hezzy, then I'm running, okay? Cooper Flag is 6'8", and I'm doing this. He might even be 6'9". I'm not sure. He might be 6'9", but yeah, I'm literally running with the ball with ease. Take a look at De'Aaron Fox. Just look at the game speed. Like, you have so much freedom in 2K26. You can boost out of, you know, burst out of different moves, stop on a dime. It's really nice, bro. It's really nice. And again, it's not only held to little guards because look at Victor Wembanyama right here. Watch. Look at the quick first step. Back to the left, back to the right. This could be a problem. I'm not gonna lie, this could be a problem, but I'm all for it, man. I'm all for fast game speed. You know, we just got to have really good defensive mechanics. But let me go back to that the Shea animation. Yeah, take a look at that quick first step, way faster than 25. You can actually move this year. It's really nice. And then as you guys can see right here, you know, you can stop on a dime, move this way, move that way, move back and forth. You're really explosive, and you can really just choose, you know, any way you want to go. So the game speed is way faster. So yeah, I'm really liking it so far. Now the 2K19 signature style or signature size up when you walk backwards is back. So basically you're just going to hold the left stick down and flick the right stick up, and you get that animation right there. I mean, dude, look at this. Boom, boom. And then you can burst right out of it. Yeah, I swear, like, it's, guys, I promise you it is way more responsive this year. Here's another example, me using De'Aaron Fox. The reason why I was using him is because he's got really good speed with ball rating. But take a look at it right here. I'm going to pull it off and then run right out of it. Dude, I promise, man, the game speed is way faster. I think you guys are going to enjoy it. I know I am, okay? As long as they keep it the same, I'm all for it. Now, we're going to talk about defense in a little bit. I think offensively, I think the game is like, it's really good offensively. Now, to keep it balanced, you're going to have really good defense. And we're going to talk about that later on in the video. But so far, I think, you know, look how quick this is. I think it's beautiful. So obviously escapes are returning to 2K26, but there's a new twist. You don't have to cancel out of it. Look at this. I'm literally spamming it back and forth. However, you guys are going to see in the next clip, you can't spam it over and over and over, but you do have the option to do it. Now, I'm going to roll it back one more time. Basically, all I'm doing is flicking the right stick left and right. This is literally like 2K15. However, again, in 2K15, you did get penalized for spamming it. In 2K26, you're going to get penalized. But man, look at this. You can get shifty, bro. You can combo up with it. Like, I'm literally gliding. Now, let's take a look at it, what it looks like in game. I got John Morant. I'm spamming it. As you guys can see, I lost an adrenaline bar. Take it all the way. I missed the dunk. Don't worry about that. But let's break this down one more time. Okay, got John Morant coming up the court. Okay, let's count how many times I do it before I lose an adrenaline bar. One. That's one escape to the left, one escape to the right, another escape to the left, and then I lose an adrenaline bar. So you are basically able to do 3 escapes back and forth before you lose an adrenaline bar. I did talk to Mike Wang about this at Community Day. I talked to him for about 10 to 15 minutes about this, and he said it's basically within a time frame before you lose the adrenaline bar. So right now, I think it's like if you spam it 3 times, you're going to lose the adrenaline bar. But however, you know, maybe I didn't test it out, but maybe you could do like a hesitation in between so you don't lose the adrenaline bar. But yeah, this is what it's looking like right now. I told Mike Wang I like the game speed. I'm liking what I'm seeing right now. So hopefully we can keep it this way. But yeah, if you spam it 3 times or more, you're going to lose the adrenaline bar. And this is what it looks like with Steph Curry. It's not only escapes. You can do it with the behind the backs as well. You can literally spam the Steph Curry slide over and over and over. Let's show that one more time. Here we go. Look. Boom. Yeah, the Curry slide is back, by the way. But you can just sit here and spam it if you want. Just look how fast the game speed is. It's crazy. Look at the De'Aaron Fox escape. Look at me going back and forth. Obviously, in here, you don't have stamina. But in game, you're able to do this. You are able to do this. So this is nice. I think this is great for really good dribblers. You could do it with behind the backs. Look at Kyrie Irving going back and forth. If you know, in 2K25, you had to do like some type of escape or hesitation before you wanted to pull off the actual standing behind the back move. Not in 2K26. You can literally, you can just spam it if you want, back and forth. Okay. However, again, you're going to get penalized if you do it too much. Take a look at the Jalen Brunson escape. You can just go back and forth with it. And then obviously with the Ja Morant one, you know, look at it. You can get really glitchy with it. You don't, and also you don't have to let the animation play out. You can cancel it. So you can see I'm kind of like boom, boom, waiting a second. Look, I can cancel it back and forth and go really quickly. Yeah, this is going to be crazy. I'm excited for it. What do you guys think about this, man? I like it. It's more freedom. You can combo up with it. All my dribblers, all my ISOers. I know you guys are going to like this, but so far I'm really liking, you know, the spam escape. But I do like the fact that you can't do it too much because you lose the adrenaline bar. Now let's talk about the momentum crossover. It's back in 2K26 and it's really fast. So let's go over it. All right. Now I'm going to be using LaMelo Ball right here and you guys are going to see what it looks like. Boom. Look at that. That's the fast. That's the tier 3 momentum. Doing a nice little step back. Now I want you guys to see something. If you played 2K19, you would remember everybody did that move right here. You would do a momentum into like a step back hesitation to the right. Okay. And you can sort of do that. I don't think it's as fast as 2K19. Maybe it's just because I'm using LaMelo Ball. But yeah, here's another clip. You could actually do a momentum behind the back. You know, that used to be effective back in the day. But it's actually effective again. Okay. Now, I'm sure with a better behind the back, it's going to look better. But look at the momentum and then a driving forward behind the back. And I'm sure, you know, once we are my players, if we can get a better, you know, better animations, you're going to be able to do that. Now, take a look at Victor Wembanyama. This is what I'm telling you guys. Like, it kind of translates, right? If the gameplay with using the NBA players is looking like this, you know, what do you think? You never know. Like, what do you think our my players are going to be able to do? Like, take a look at that one more time. This is the tier, I would say, I think it's the tier 1 momentum crossover, which is the slowest, right? But Victor Wembanyama can literally get it. They can run backwards. This kind of reminds me of 19, bro. Like I don't know. Like it's glitchy, man. It is glitchy. You can spam the momentum with Steph Curry. I noticed that if you spam momentum, it doesn't take away any adrenaline bars at all. But yeah, man, the momentum is back, and I think it's actually going to be somewhat effective this year. Again, the momentum isn't necessarily a move that gets you open, but it's a good move to set up your next combo. So here it is, and I'm excited that it's back. Now let's talk about the misdirection dribble move. It is back in 2K26. It was in 24, but it really wasn't that effective. But I would say it's probably leaning more towards the effective side, as long as you can speed boost out of it like you can in these clips, as long as it is pretty consistent. However, it is a lot different than it was back in 2K24 and 2K23. If the ball's in your left hand, you got to flick the right stick to the right and then hold R2 and flick the right stick back to the left. So it has nothing to do with your left stick at all. And that is how you get these animations. I mean, I think they look pretty clean. I will say though, I wasn't able to speed boost out of, you know, this misdirection every single time. So I don't know if it's like an RNG factor or if it just, you know, depends on your dribble style. I don't really know, but I will say I did get some quick first step animations out of it. And again, a lot of these moves, like this spamming escapes or momentums or misdirections, they aren't necessarily moves that get you open, but it's, you know, it keeps the defender guessing, and it sets yourself up for really good combos. But yeah, the misdirection is back, and I think it's pretty decent. I think it's probably just as good as 2K24, maybe a little bit better. But yeah, I'm liking it so far. All right, so now let's talk about ankle breakers. As you guys can see, I just stunned him right there with Kyrie Irving. I don't really know. I would still say they're kind of random. Obviously, it depends on your ball handle rating and, you know, the badge, ankle assassin. I think that's what it's called. Now, I do think that it is still kind of random, but I do know certain moves that tend to get the ankle breaker. I noticed like a lot of like push crosses, like moving crossovers going forward. You get a lot of ankle breakers off that. I just did it with Shea right there, and I broke Trae Young's ankle, and then obviously I draw a foul with Shea. That's pretty funny. But take a look at that one right there. I think that's low-key a double ankle breaker, and we're gonna get into the floaters in a little bit. But that, did you see that floater? It's crazy. Look at this. I got Kyrie coming up the court, hit one cross. I got Luka going the other way, right? I go up, I do another crossover, and I'm really far away from Ayton, right? And I stun him right there. Look at the stun. It's crazy. I do notice when I was playing that I was getting a lot of ankle breakers off of like a step back running forward and a moving crossover like that. Look at that. I just got a double ankle breaker. And then I don't know how I made that, but I did. Take a look at that one more time. Got the ball running up the court. Ankle breaker, another ankle breaker. Take it all the way. Yeah, I do notice, again, I get lots of ankle breakers based off of those crossovers. And then I did get one right here off of like a step back. I tried to take a dunk, but I just broke Mike Conley with that nice little step back animation. So yeah, I mean, again, man, I feel like ankle breakers, they may make more sense this year. Don't really know. A lot of this stuff I won't know until I play online. But yeah, I notice I am getting way more with certain animations or certain moves. Look at me pulling up, bang, getting the shot to go. And then this Curry one was kind of crazy as well. Off the Curry slide. Look how quick that was. Crazy, man. All right, now let's talk about the cross launch animation. In case you guys don't know what that is, it's basically doing a hesitation or something and then running the opposite way. Let's take a look at Jalen Brunson's. That's the cross launch, and that's the cross launch right there. It's looking pretty quick. You can even get it with Victor Wembanyama. Sorry, I'm so tired. I can't speak. Look at that. Look at that cross launch. He's moving. Look at that one more time. I'm telling you, defense has to be good in 2K26, man, because, you know, offense is looking really good. I like it, man. I really like it. But there goes Shea's cross launch as well. Going that way. Boom, boom. Yeah, Shea's SIGs are definitely way faster. I'd say De'Aaron Fox has the best cross launch in the game. Look at that. I think this is going to be really beneficial, like if you ISO or if you use screens. I still feel like the cross launch is going to be good. But yeah, overall, I think it's pretty good. I think you're going to be able to do this on tall builds, little builds. You know, we'll have to see in the future. But yeah, man, the cross launch is back and it's even better. All right, so now let's talk about dribble combos, okay? In 2K26, you can cancel out of any animation. You can spam any animation. It is absolutely insane, and you can do it with any type of build, okay? Look at me using Steph Curry right here. I'm going absolutely crazy. Just doing whatever I want, bro. The game speed is quick. You can spam moves. However, again, if you do spam the move too many times, you will lose an adrenaline bar. But look at what I'm doing with Curry, bro. I'm going crazy. Let's see. Next up, I got Curry again. You just have so much freedom in this game. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's so crazy. Like, I'm literally just doing whatever I want. It's nuts. The combinations are crazy on this game. And look at what Kevin Durant can do. Like, he actually looks like a demigod. Look at this. I'm spamming escapes, going back and forth, running over to the right. Now, obviously, there's no stamina in here, but I still think you're going to be able to do this when you have Gatorade on your player and whatnot. You know, look at Cooper Flag. You guys are going to see his crossover. It's crazy. Look at that. Boom. Boom, boom. Look how quick that is. This is so crazy going from 2K25 to 2K26, like seeing this. Look, I am moving on Kevin Durant right now. Like, the combos are crazy. You have so much freedom. I like it. Take a look at this clip on the right wing with Kyrie. Look at this combo. Hey, 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 step back. Pull up. In his mouth. Bang! But yeah, the combos are really quick. We're going to talk about shooting in a little bit, but I kind of want to tie shooting in with what I'm about to say. Guys, I'm not going to lie. Quick stops, they're not in the game, bro. Like, you're going to have to flick the right stick up or do something. Cancel out of it. Like, flick the right stick the opposite way you're running. It's not like it was in the old days still. You cannot run and stop on a dime. So, I don't know if it's pro play causing that, but yeah, you cannot stop on a dime in this game. From what I tried, for the 6 hours of me playing the game, I could not stop and shoot the ball. So that's really the only downside I know right now, but hopefully we can do something to get that fixed. And here's what the quick protect animation looks like. I'm just spamming L2 right here. Yeah, the AIs really weren't pressing too much, so I didn't really have to use it. Again, a lot of these like features, new gameplay features, we're really not going to know if they work until we play online. So obviously if there's a real user with a 99, you know, ball handle, not ball handle, 99 steal, and they're spamming against me, am I going to have to spam this over and over again to not get the ball stolen? Or is this just going to be like a situational thing, like in the rec? Like if you're up in the fourth quarter, they're intentionally fouling, you don't want to lose the ball. Like, I hope that we don't actually have to use this constantly over and over, because it's going to be kind of annoying. But yeah, this is what it looks like. I used it with Luka, this spam L2, and that's the animation you get. All right, so let's go over the new wrap pass feature. Basically, all you got to do is double tap B or double tap circle, and you get that like, kind of wrap pass animation. I'm not going to lie to y'all, I don't think it's really that good. I think they just added it just to add it. I noticed I was getting a lot of turnovers with it. Maybe I'm just bad at the game, I don't know, but I don't think it's going to be really useful at all, to be honest. But I mean, you could use it if you want. All right, now let's talk about dunking and the new dunk meter. Take a look at it. Oh my gosh, the green window is finally back, but it's different. Okay, now it is, I would say it's very similar to the 2K24. It is a little bit different though. Let's take a look at this dunk from Amin Thompson. Take a look at this. Now in 2K24, if you were to go up with a dunk immediately, like right here, your green window would stay the same size from when you started. Okay, however, in 2K26, take a look. I'm going up with a dunk. The green window is very small. Okay, very small. Now I'm going to go up with it, and notice how the green window got bigger. You see that? Now I have an easy green window dunk, because I think that's Anthony Davis down there. He was out the way. So it's a dynamic green window. So I'll run it back in regular speed. Let's see real quick. Boom, running up the court. Starts off small and it gets big. So that's how the dunk meter works this year. I'm not gonna lie, it feels good. I think if you have a super high dunk rating, you know what I mean, it's gonna feel good. Taking it all the way. Little Euro dunk right there. Now, however, hear me out, okay? This could play differently online. I don't know, okay? I'm just giving you guys my opinion based on what I played, all right? So yeah, the dunk meter does feel good. It is dynamic and it does change. I'll show you guys some more clips as well. Look at that speed boost animation, so beautiful. Again, look, it's dynamic. Take a look at that one more time. Running up the court, nice speed boost animation. I start off, the green window is very small, right? However, I beat Mike Conley. I get in front of him. So the green window is huge. And I greened it. So yeah, man, I mean, it's looking good. We got another clip with Cooper Flag taking it all the way. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not even hyped about the dunk on this clip. Like, look at the speed. I'm just running up the court fast with him. Nice dunk animation right there as well. And then yeah, we got Anthony Edwards right here taking it all the way. Green window is a decent size. I messed up though, because I didn't take a look at their ratings. I usually do that every community day, but yep, another dunk, and that's what the green window looks like. Another one from Anthony Davis, got him jumping. Now, this is another example of the dynamic green window for the bad, okay, for the worse, all right? I got the AI jumping, which is actually, I feel like that's kind of new. I take it to the rim. Look how big the green window is. However, he jumps, and look how small it gets, because he's playing good defense. I hope this translates to online. And I feel like the green window is changing because of the positioning and the defensive players' ratings. I think so. That's my opinion. That's what I think. And I missed the dunk. Okay, he played good defense. He got there. The green window was small. Got another example. Taking it to the rack. Timed that one right. See that? The green window basically stayed the same size. Watch me take it all the way. It basically, yeah, he played good defense. However, I do have a high driving dunk, so I should have the chance to get the dunk to go. And I timed it right, and I greened it. So yeah, man, this is what it's looking like. We got another example with Shea right here. This was like a hop step dunk. I didn't even mean to do that, but yeah, that's what the hop step dunk looks like. And then we got some standing dunks as well with Cooper Flag taking it all the way. And then we got one more, I believe, with Anthony Davis. And he throws this down with authority. That, I'm not gonna lie, like, that was like a powerful dunk. But I will say, guys, I tried to show off the standing dunk meter, and it was pretty much impossible because the AIs kept doubling. So I apologize. You probably have to watch someone else's video for that. But you would imagine it's probably the same. It works the same way as the driving dunks as well. Got a backdoor cut with KD. It's looking clean. Nothing too crazy. And then now I'm gonna show you guys the new lob features. So in case you guys don't know, the way lobs work in 2K26, you just double tap triangle if you're on PlayStation, double tap Y or double tap Y if you're on Xbox, and just like a normal lob. However, a random icon is gonna pop up to time your dunk. So look at that, boom, take it all the way. Square, it was square right there. Giannis taking it all the way. However, this time it was triangle. So in 2K26, you have to guess. Like you really gotta stay on your toes. I don't know how I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? I'm not hype about it, but I'm also not like highly upset or anything. But yeah, that is finishing in 2K26 or dunking. But now let's get into layups. All right, so now let's go over layups. I more specifically for the first couple clips want to talk about the new slowdown feature when you're doing a Euro step. As you guys can see, I'm using SGA right here. I perform a Euro, but in the middle of the animation right here, I slow it down by holding L2, and you get like a slow animation. Now, take a look at that green window. It's large, and then it gets smaller because it's more contested, but then it opens back up. So it's, again, the layup meter is just like the dunk meter is dynamic. It changes based on how good the defender is. And this right there is another example of the new L2 slowdown. I don't know the exact name. You guys know what I'm talking about. You can basically just slow it down. Look at that one more time. All the way to the rim. Hold L2, and I get a free layup. Now, listen, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I don't think that's gonna be that good in 3s or 5s. I think it could be beneficial in the 1s court or the 2s court, but just showing off the new feature. Now, let's get into floaters. Take a look at Trae Young's floater right here. I don't know how I timed that right, but I did. But yeah, Trae Young, the floaters in this game are, they throw it up so high. Look at that. Look at SGA's floater. That's crazy. Like, it kind of reminds me of the Devin Booker floater, but I don't think it's like, I don't think the animation is as quick, but it's still definitely goes up pretty high. Look at that. That's crazy. Then take a look who's up next. We got Kyrie throwing it up. Look how high the ball goes up in the air. So who knows? I can't give too much information on the builder until tomorrow, but you never know, man. The 99 layup builds, they might be OP this year, man. You never know, man. Take a look at this one right here. We got Luka taking it all the way. Another floater with Luka. I feel like everyone has a good floater. It seems like everyone that I use that has a high layup rating. And then right here, I'm gonna show you guys the scoop layup animation with SGA. It's pretty clean. Obviously, Trae Young is a smaller defender, so he's gonna be able to get that up. But I didn't do as many scoop animations as I wanted while I was playing the game, but it's pretty clean, I'm not gonna lie. Right here, I think we got a spin layup. That's what it's looking like. Shea's spin layup is looking pretty good. Next up, I think we got a little hop jumper layup. That's clean. Now, I did notice with the hop jumper layup in 2K26 compared to 25 is it's faster paced. Like, it doesn't stop. When you try to do like a hop step in 25, your player would wait. But in 26, it's just like one motion, you know what I mean? Like, it's just one motion. Yeah, but overall, I feel like finishing feels pretty good. The stronger you are, you can make some more contested layups. Floaters are crazy. I feel like they're going to be very effective. Again, however, take all of this with a grain of salt, man. I don't know how this is going to play online, okay? So, just saying. All right, now let's talk about shooting in 2K26. Everyone wants to shoot. Everyone wants to know how it works, how it feels. Listen, the no dip shooting feature is actually good. Okay, no matter what build you're on, as long as you can shoot, you should be doing the no dip. All these catch and shoot shots you guys are seeing are L2. You're holding L2, and it's the no dip feature. It's really good. Take a look at it one more time. I want to show you guys. Passing it over to Clay, L2. You get the shot off way faster. I feel like everyone should be doing that, in my opinion. Now, I would say the shooting is probably the hardest thing to judge because it's not online. You know what I mean? I was playing, I believe, on superstar difficulty this whole time. So yeah, I didn't notice any RNG. I felt like I was hitting shots pretty consistently, but again, don't take my word for it. I don't know. I don't know, man. Okay. Shooting is kind of one of those things that are hard to tell because the difficulty is completely different online. The sliders are different. But overall, I mean, if I could talk about like the jumpers and the way they felt, I mean, it felt good. Jumpers felt good, felt clean. However, again, quick stops are not in the game, and that's a big letdown for me. I wanted to be able to stop on a dime and shoot the ball. But yeah, They're not in the game, unfortunately. Now let's talk about rhythm shooting in this game. You only have to time the tempo. That's it. The actual timing of the jumper, you do not have to time right, which I think is absolutely crazy because there were some people at Community Day. I don't have any clips because I didn't rhythm shoot too much, but there were a lot of people who were basically just tempoing it right. They were half barring it. They were very letting shots, but because they got the tempo right, they were able to hit it. So I don't like it, man. I personally just think, you know, Mike Wang should take it out the game. But I think it's going to be in the game, and I just hope it doesn't break the game. Now, we're going to go over the signature post go-to shots. Take a look at Victor Wembanyama's post go-to. Bruh. Look. All you got to do is hold the right stick up without R2 and hold L2, and you'll get this animation if you use Victor Wembanyama. Bro. Yo, this could be insane. I mean, obviously the green window is very small, but I think we could find some like glitchy ones. Maybe you could cancel out of it, speed boost out of it. I don't know, man. I feel like this game is going to be very offensively driven. So, you know, hopefully defense is there. Okay, hopefully defense is there. It has to be. I got one with Kevin Durant. I'm pretty sure this was a go-to post shot as well. Nice little fadeaway. It's looking pretty good. There we go. Another one. Now, I didn't time this one right, but I think that's his post go-to animation on the opposite side. But yeah, overall, shooting is just one of those like things it's hard to talk about because it's offline. I mean, if you guys want to just talk about the features, yeah, you know, the no dip is good. Rhythm shooting, you just don't know how it's going to play online. We're going to have to wait and see. Now, for all my lockdowns out there, we're going to touch on a few things. So let's get into it, man. All right, now we're going to go over blitz steals at first. I noticed that they're kind of random. However, if you do play them perfect, you're basically going to get the steal. Now, the can pluck steal animations, I didn't get one the entire time. I did not get one can pluck animation at all. Now, if you guys are seeing these clips right here, I'm getting some basic steals. I lost the ball right there, trying to do a crossover, and I lost it into his hip. You notice in 2K25, you could spam these and not really lose the ball, but take a look. Using De'Aaron Fox, I do a bad crossover right into Kyrie's leg, and he picks it up. So those steal animations seem, I may be wrong, but that seems kind of new. I may be wrong though, but obviously the blitz steals are back. Take a look at that one more time. I play his left side and I get it. Okay, but again, I did not get one pluck steal animation the entire time playing this game. Take a look at that. Another blitz. Yeah, I mean, there's some body up animations in the game as well. Again, a lot of this stuff, man, we really just won't know until we play online. But I did get a decent amount of body up animations. And I mean, I even got clamped by the AI. Take a look at that as well. And then right here, I'm guarding Kevin Durant. Playing up. He loses the ball. That animation's still in the game. Now let's talk about the contest system. That's really what I want to go over, okay? Now, again, I'm just pointing things out, okay? Look at Kevin Durant. I got the ball. I got takeover. It's a close game. I'm running up the court. Do a step back. I pull up over Kyrie Irving. And it's open, as it should be. Okay, so that's good. Now, however, there are a couple like situations that I noticed in this game that I feel like didn't make sense. So take a look at this shot right here. I just don't know how that's 15%. Take a look one more time. Catches the ball. Anthony Davis. Look where I'm starting the shot. Anthony Davis doesn't even have his hand up, right? The ball is basically out of my hand. And it's 15%. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that's a 15% contest? I don't know, but I'm just pointing it out. I'm just showing you guys the contest system. Again, man, it wasn't like that every single time, but take a look at this. Pulling up. That's 6%. What do you guys think? Should that be 6%? Boom. And like, for example, I just don't know how that's 30%. Look, I got Kyrie Irving stopping on a dime, doing a step back. He's pretty far away from me. I don't know. Maybe that is 30%. I'll take that back. That probably is 30%. But yeah, overall defense feels pretty good, man. I mean, I got a lot of body up animations. It's pretty hard to get like lane steals and, you know, pluck steals consistently against AIs. But again, I feel like defense and shooting are just going to be one of those things that we're just not really going to know how they work or how good they are or how bad they are until we play online. We don't really know. However, you know, we got a chance to look at the dunk meter, see how it feels. Dribbling, obviously, that's something, you know, that's just the feel of the game. So Yeah, we could definitely judge dribbling based off community day, but shooting and defense, I just don't think we can. I mean, we can, you know, work with what we got, but overall, it's kind of hard to. I just got to hope shooting is good, the contest system is good, and defense has to be there, bro. If it's offensively driven, defense has to be there. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe. I'm going to see you guys in tomorrow's video where I'm dropping a banger build, okay? I'll see you guys later, man. I'm out. Peace.